your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Hurts comes out throwing. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Smith again. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
And an Eagles first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's a short gain of 1, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, Oftentimes, it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He keeps it himself. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the 1st down.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Bears nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Working from the gun, Williams. And as a catch for Luther Burden. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Hurts on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Gain of 6.
He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's another Eagles first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Caught quickly on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Back to throw, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. Now Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bears nothing. Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Williams to throw on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in
10
space
at
where
the
he could make that initial play
32-yard line.
comfortably, but then go to work after.
On first down, Hurts. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Zone read give here to Barkley. Escapes a defender. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 21-zip already.
Bears nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
The Bears 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Going run again with Swift. And that's good for a gain of 5. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
A gain of 10
They
yards.
come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-0 our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Tight end going in motion here. Off the play fake, Williams. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And they're going to set up on the opposing side of midfield after that fumble and return. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He dodged the tackle. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go to Barkley again. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st and goal, they go option. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Hurts looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
On the scramble.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal. From the pistol, Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 28, Bears nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all set for the kickoff. Josh Blackwell to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. First down, Williams. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Williams set to pass. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's to Odunze again. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On play action, here's Williams. Taking a chance to the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd down, here's Williams. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Back deep for the Eagles is Jahan Dotson. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. Shoots away from one. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Completed left side to Smith. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete, so we've got 3rd down.
There is not a route you throw as a quarterback where timing is more important than that outcut. If you are a millisecond late in this game, with the speed of these players, that ball is far and wide.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
4 yards.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He finds Brown right side. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
To A.J. Brown. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. Trying to find some positive yardage, he's across the 45. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles blowing them out now, 34-zip. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you, it's about the guys up front, the receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead.
35. Bears nothing.
Elliott all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Blackwell now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Going play action. Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7. Williams on the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start to fight back with their first points of this game. DJ Moore, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Alert three.
Here's Saquon. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Gets it out wide, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
The Bears
and DJ Moore back in possession here. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They are on the counter with Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Past the 25, still on the move. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Williams to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. I think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw.
Yeah.
But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you better be exactly right, because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And some solid blocking there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Eagles, 1st down.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. The Eagles with the lead here at the Link. Offense is set, 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, to some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
All set to go now from the 35. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. To the ground with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
A gain of 5.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Barkley gets it on third down. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Eagles first
Now just
down.
before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Elliott connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you could do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
What's going on, guys? This look bad. Guys, we can do better. Really? This cannot be happening. It's not over. Why are you guys giving up? What are you doing?
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Blackwell now to return it. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Punt team on the field. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw, Hurts. Got his man, that's Brown again. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down, a run with Barkley. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Motioning the tight end left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pass complete to Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 8. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, alert, push, alert, push, alert, push.
Design keeper here for Hurts. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
On the keeper.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, Those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. On the move, past the 40. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. Here he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this other than simply splendid?
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead.
45. Bears 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Williams dumps it off to his running back. Up the sideline, past the 40, and he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. On play action, here's Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line, this is 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. He lofts it deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
So first down from the 41. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Hits him on the out route. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Swift. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Really 2 elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number 1, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Man in motion here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down, here's Swift. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Jahan Campbell on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 18-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this one doesn't go far.
Pass complete to number 2, DJ Moore. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Santos' kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Bears 10.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this series with an option left. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard
As long as these are the
line.
results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. They go to Barkley again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Hurts on 1st down. Tried setting up the screen, but this is intercepted. The 40! Hits the 20! And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Santos now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Bears 17. Cairo Santos.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Gibson now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. First down now, ball at the 33. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On first down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
go to him again. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3.
The ball carrier.
The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
Okay,
goal.
this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
Well, you got to have a
Incomplete.
short memory in the NFL.
Brings up
Incompletions
4th and
happen.
goal.
Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Man, they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
The Bears about set for their next possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Escapes a defender. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20.
16 yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Bears.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Space past the 35. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to get this to the 6-yard line.
53 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles keep running away with this. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead.
Bears 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
We've set it down from 37. First down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Williams on first down. Hits him on the in route. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, Chicago.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A motion at tight end left. Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Williams from the gun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Bears 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, this is A.J. Dillon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Dotson left side. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a...